If you all would like to take your seats, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, everybody. And let's go ahead and get this website rolled out officially. We're so glad that you're here on this beautiful day. I want to start off by recognizing some of the elected officials in the room, beginning with Mayor Ruth Carney. Welcome. Along with Director Becca Clark and Director Karen Garcia. And am I missing anyone else who's an elected official in the room? Well, thank you all so much for coming and helping to celebrate. It seems like it's been a long time to finally get to this day. It's a new year, and we have a new website making its public debut today. You might have noticed a total change in CityHS.net recently, and that's because in the fall of 2012, we entered and won a contest hosted by a government website provider named Civic Plus. We're going to offer you a quick overview of how and why we got here, show you some of the great new features of our website, and then invite you to cut the virtual ribbon with us. Hot Springs was one of 12 cities nationwide to win an extreme website makeover last year. This opened the door for Hot Springs to leave a website provider that was no longer meeting the growing needs of city departments to provide more diverse and interactive services to its customers. The grand prize package offered to Hot Springs included a custom website design based on needs determined by a community-wide survey, content transfer and new content development, 3 days of on-site training, and a waiver of annual fees for 2 years. This was a $43,725 value, and we thank the Board of Directors for approving the contract. The work began last May. Civic Plus is a company based out of Manhattan, Kansas. It serves 1,500 government clients throughout North America, and it was founded in 2001 by representatives from several cities who saw the need for an agency that could create decentralized government websites with no need for knowledge of HTML. How many in here have knowledge of HTML? I know there are a few. Yes. Called one of the fastest growing privately held companies in 2001 by Inc. magazine, Civic Plus specializes in creating websites that encourage citizens to take a more active role in their local government. Civic Plus sites are maintained by content managers at the departmental level, and many of them are sitting with you today. The firm offers data security, daily backup, and round-the-clock support. New software modules and updates are provided at no charge to Civic Plus customers. After year 2 of our free package ends, the annual upkeep will cost $6,000. This will require a budget increase of $4,000 per year, since the city had already been budgeting $2,000 a year for website updates from our former website provider. The yearly fee is actually quite low when compared to most government website providers. The goals of the new website are to meet the higher functionality needs of our departments, as well as to meet the higher expectation levels of citizens like you who want to engage more in government. The other goals include making it easier to access information, to improve online customer service, and to save citizens as well as the city both time and money. Now let's examine what's new and different about our website makeover. In a few minutes, you'll see that our homepage looks dramatically different. You'll also notice that the 4 mega menu headings on the homepage are oriented by service rather than by department. The mega menus, quite different from the old-fashioned drop-down cascading menus that you often see on homepages, offer quite a wide range of information quickly and efficiently to the web visitor. Now, residents can heighten their ownership of the new website by creating an account, and customizing a dashboard that contains their favorite applications or pages that are important to them. These pages are automatically updated. You can also choose modules like Community Voice for your dashboard, and with this module, you can voice an idea for community improvement, discuss it with others online, vote on other people's submissions, and if your idea gets enough public backing, it might even be implemented. The new website offers more integrated information flow. For example, if you want to visit Entergy City Park, you can pull up a Google map in advance, get driving directions, see photos of the facility, check its event calendar, and e-subscribe to receive notices of future events at that facility. Now let's examine what's next. We've touched on some of the new features of our website, but what do we see going forward? The new website will always be a work in progress. We'll soon utilize an integrated citizen request management system as well as a new system for utility bill payment. There will be ongoing page development as each web team member posts more information and integrates it into other modules for greater citizen convenience. Residents will become more interactive with their government as departments begin to tap into the website's new tools for gaining citizen opinions and ideas on projects that might impact their families and their neighborhoods. And although the new website is basically cell phone and tablet friendly, we are going to, in the future, recommend a mobile app that has greater functionality so that citizens can interact with their city government on the go. All cities are moving towards this anyway because statistics show that mobile internet use is the fastest growing segment of overall internet use. This mirrors the fact that everybody in this room knows cell phones have risen to become the single most important digital device in our daily lives. Pretty hard when you leave your cell phone at home, right? And now we would like to recognize some special people in the room. To build a website, it takes a team. And we have an outstanding web development team that underwent training in order to be able to maximize the development and maintenance of each department's web pages. Some 120 of them, is that right, Jeff? These individuals collectively spent many hours learning the new system, creating their pages, and making sure that they reflect the ever-changing needs of their departments. We're going to ask each web team member to stand when called by name and ask that you hold applause until our entire web team is acknowledged. They are Glenn Barentine, Airport; Denise Watson, Animal Services; Brian Albright, City Attorney; Sheila Winter, City Manager; Michelle Sestily, Community Development; John Graves, District Court; Doris Elder, Engineering; Mary Burks, Finance; Joy Black, Finance; Chad Roberts, Fire; Greg Spees, Fleet Services; Lori McAfee, Human Resources; Lana Kelly, Intercity Transit; Mary Donaldson, GIS Division; Lisa Vargo, Municipal Customer Operations; Kathleen Faison, Parks and Recreation; Lisa Pritch and Mike Scott of Planning and Development; Mike Simmons of Police; Terry Phillips of Public Works; Joy Willingham of the Revenue Division; Samantha Norwood of Sanitation; and Karen Anderson of Utilities. We appreciate you all. Thank you. Special recognition is due our team manager, webmaster, and public information assistant, Jeff Fields. And he was the person that displayed the initiative to enter the website contest in the first place, meeting all the entry requirements and opening the door of opportunity to take the city's website presence to a higher level. So Jeff, congratulations on a job well done. Okay, at this point, we invite Mayor Ruth Carney to make a few remarks. Mayor Carney.
Thank you. Thank all of you for being here on such a cold day. You know why it turned really cold today? It's because it's the homeless count, and that's the day that we go out into the bushes and hedges and look for homeless people. And it always either sleets, rains, snows, or is the coldest day on earth. So tomorrow should be 80. So we're glad all of you are here, and thank you for coming. And we're excited about a new web service that we have for our community. I keep saying over and over, communication permits progress. I say that almost every day to my husband, but to you guys too. I think it's really great that we can communicate with you on a better level. It concerns me that we could almost have the citizens, you have to make one rule: they can't bash the mayor on those personal things that they do, because that gets very hurtful. But we hope that you will let us know about what's going on in your life, in your neighborhood. We are so excited that we have this possibility to communicate better and to hear what concerns you. And we always want the input of the citizens, and we don't always get that in a timely manner, and I hope that this will solve some of the problems that we've had with people having misinformation. That's the worst thing that can happen. So when you want to have information, please log on, ask the questions, and hopefully you'll get the responses rapidly so that we can eliminate some of the confusion that has gone on for years without communication. So we're excited about this website. We're excited about what it will produce and how it will help our community be a better place to live. And thank you for coming and making our community a better place to live. I see you, these red coats everywhere. Thank you.
And now City Manager David Watkins will make a few remarks. Hey. Mr. Watkins.
Terry kept me in the dark about the fact that Civic Plus is from Manhattan, Kansas. As a KU grad, I heard you back there, K-State guy. No, we've created a great partnership with Civic Plus and our local internet providers and all of you. And I think that should be commended. I think Terry and Jeff and the web team have done a splendid job. I think this particular effort really will meet two very important strategic goals of the city. The first is creating the 24/7 City Hall, which is what we're really trying to promote. On a day like this, there's no reason why someone couldn't conduct about anything that they normally would do physically in a virtual sense. And I think the ease of navigating our webpage and the customer-friendly framework that's been created will make it easier for our citizens to navigate. And then secondly, seeing all the chamber people here and business people, those of you who are involved in Metro Partnership might remember when Jim Fram's site selection specialist from Tulsa dropped off in Hot Springs a couple of months ago. And this guy is one of the top site selectors in the world for Big Pharma. So he really doesn't do a lot around here. We hope he does. But he made a comment which I thought was really poignant, which is site selectors and major companies use your web to do all of their research. They're not calling the Chamber of Commerce, the city manager, the mayor first. They'll eventually get to that point. But in terms of just the initial review of your community's assets, it's through this web portal. And I think the more sophisticated we are, the linkages we have with the Chamber and economic development and local utilities, the more competitive we will be, not only for business, but for young people and old alike who would like to retire here or live here. So I want to thank you, Terry and Jeff and everybody for really taking advantage of a great opportunity Civic Plus provided us to meet the expectations of this community. So congratulations. And thank the governing body for allowing us to pursue this. Some cities are reluctant to try anything new, thinking it might go bad. Our group is not afraid to try something new, thinking it will probably go well. So thank you.
You're absolutely right. We tried something very new and very different. So now it's time for a brief virtual tour of the actual website and a few of its highlights. The city of Hot Springs' entire website provides a wealth of information and services without overwhelming the visitor with the usual busy homepage visual clutter. The first big difference between the City of Hot Springs homepage and the typical local government homepage is its overall visual beauty. Remember that this beauty is highly functional too, but for now, let's just focus on looking at the homepage, which is the front door that everyone judges first. Civic Plus delivered when we asked for lots of innovation in the website's design. This is very possibly the only government website using 4 simultaneously rotating photos as information launch pads. You may remember that last year we asked the community to submit their own photos for the city website. We wanted to create ownership of it. The large rotating banner contains some amazing submissions from local residents, reminding us of how beautiful our city really is. Mouse over one of the large photos, and you'll see the name of the citizen contributor. Click on the photo, and you'll reach the Citizen Photos section of our extensive online photo gallery, organized by a free social media program called Flickr. If you sign up for Flickr, you can comment on the submitted photos. We will continue to invite residents to contribute their best photos as a way to share in ownership of your city website. You can browse through a total of 42 photo albums in the city photo gallery that document a wide variety of city programs, activities, and events. Each of the 4 photo slideshows are capable of personalized content. The 3 smaller rotating frames contain links that support city priorities such as economic development, citizen engagement, and information transparency. Here on the What's Happening photo, it will bring you directly to the city newsroom. Also on the city homepage are social media links, where visitors can easily connect with the city's Facebook and Twitter pages, along with links such as the National Weather Service detailed forecast and much more. That will come in handy on a day like today. All other information on the homepage is organized into a simple gateway with only 4 categories. They are your government, departments, how do I, and our community. Mousing over these 4 gateways brings you to an extensive menu where in most cases, one click gets you right to the page you need. Here's a quick sampling of what you might find. Under your government, it brings you to a page under the Board of Directors where you can watch their bi-monthly meetings via live streaming video. That replaces the black square that you see here once the broadcast begins. How many of you have seen live stream video of board meetings? A couple in this room. This brings, of course, the live board meetings to non-cable TV subscribers and actually to anyone in the world with an internet signal. Use the hot links here to download a free app so you can listen to a board meeting agenda item that you're interested in while on the go and away from home. Clicking here, you can reach the board meeting video archives, one of several playlists in the city's newly reorganized YouTube channel. There's YouTube. There you can find videotaped city board meetings, news reports, special events, and PSAs. Also under your government, students will find homework help related to civics and government on the colorful CiviKids page. Check it out. This page contains some great links that are even cool for adults. Under the department's mega menu, explore the Public Works Stormwater Division page, and you'll find some fascinating details if you happen to be a history buff like me about the Hot Springs Creek Tunnel, including a slideshow and a map. Visit other sections like stormwater education within the same division, and you'll see why stormwater leads the rest of the state. All other department pages are consistent in this type of structure. You can make special note of sections like police and parks and recreation. Those 2 departments offer extensive content and opportunities for citizen engagement. Although many people know what city department to contact for help, many others don't have a clue, since different programs fall under different departments in different cities. The How Do I section solves that problem. It is our biggest mega menu section with listings by service rather than department. So if you have no idea where to look, the How Do I section zeroes it in for you. Under How Do I report a concern, compliment, or a comment, for example, you can fill out a simple form that is routed to the proper department or agency. And as we've already mentioned, we're going to be improving that. The city is currently working towards integrating their already existing CityWorks software so that all departments will be using the same system to track citizen concerns from start to finish. Under the How Do I View City Maps link, you can explore the extensive selection of interactive maps that the city has, many of them downloadable, provided by our GIS or Geographical Information Systems division. Much of How Do I is brand new, so be sure to spend some time exploring there when you go home or on your phone. And if you're setting up a new business, or if you're brand new to Hot Springs and just relocated here, the Our Community mega menu is for you, and it has special pages with helpful content for newcomers or for new businesses. And finally, there's an example. What you can do, and we're not going to show this one today, but we previously talked about the dashboard where you can create your own content that is automatically updated. There's much more to explore, and we hope you will, which leads us to a special announcement. This is a challenge that we're announcing before we invite you to cut the virtual ribbon with us this morning. We have hidden a little fellow named Splash, our city spokesdrop, somewhere on the city website. But forget the water section. That's where you would expect him to live, right? Splash was, you'll see him in a moment, he was created by our own Dan Bugg, Animal Services Director, and the first person to find Splash on our site and notify us by phone or email, again we emphasize do not look in the water section, will win $25 worth of pizzas from our locally owned Papa Murphy's here in Hot Springs. It's sort of a Where's Waldo game that anybody can play. And those of you in this room are getting about an hour's head start on finding Splash before we put this promotion on the city's Facebook page. Our goal, of course, is that you will see a lot of our new website as you hunt for Splash. City employees, not eligible. Okay. And now it's time to wrap up our event with a virtual ribbon cutting. So at this point, and I do have one special thank you to Jessica Johnson of Stormwater, who has been my right-hand event assistant, and I appreciate you very much, Jessica. Okay. At this time, we would like to invite the Hot Springs Board of Directors who are present today, the city manager, all of the members of the web development team, and of course, our Red Coat ambassadors to come up for a ribbon cutting photo. And when you come up to the front, we invite you to stick around after we have a virtual ribbon cutting. No real ribbon needed today. We'd like for you to enjoy refreshments. There are brochures at the back next to the refreshment table. And also, we've set the board dais up in a special way today. Each of the stations around the board dais are focused on a different new feature of the city's website. So grab a cookie and explore, and you'll see some of the new things that we've been talking about. We'll also stick around to answer any questions you might have. So are we ready? Come on up for the virtual ribbon cutting. And this is the mayor's special tool. She'll be aiming this at one of the plasma screens in order to activate the virtual ribbon. So,
Give me a clue.
right. This is easy. We'll give you the word, and you just aim it at one of the screens, and it'll happen.
The big screen or your little screen?
Any screen you like.
Okay. Oh, you just tell me when.
Okay. So we're going to need board directors.
Jeff, you want to teach me how to do this? Do I push anything?
And regular ambassadors can come on each end or all the way across the back, however, as long as you're within the screen.
I'm not wearing my hand. Where are you going?
You still got to get up front.
Get this purse back here. I don't really need that in the picture.
I'm good.
You probably need to get up.
Oh, I've had too high a profile. I like being low.
The only problem with this setup is that they won't be able to see the virtual ribbon cutting. So this is how it works. The mayor at our cue is going to point her red mouse at one of the classroom screens. You will see a virtual ribbon cutting. So we invite everybody up here, turn around and look so you can see it. And then it'll run for about 2 minutes. So as soon as it's finished, let's look this way and pose for the picture. All right, Mayor, are you ready? Are we ready over here? Jeff? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. All right.
I think we just launched a missile. All right. We'll call it back.
Go. All right.
Hey.
Let the big camera go first. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Good job. Good job, Lewis. How you been?